Hello everyone, my name is Abdullah Ahwan from Indonesia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video we are going to convert from Figma to Flutter. So let's get started. So first thing first, I want to say thank you to the designer who have designed this beautiful screen. So you can check the design link in the description below. So as we can see, this is the design that we want to convert. Okay, so if you are Figma user, you can easily just click this duplicate so it will be sent to your Figma account. So as we can see, we have two screen, and this is like a home screen and this is like a detail screen. And for the title, we can see like this is a app online course. So you just need to duplicate this to your Figma account. So, and if you have a duplicate this design, it will look something like this. Okay. So this is inside my Figma account. I want to challenge myself to convert this beautiful design to Flutter. Is it possible? Let's try. Okay. So you have to download my starter project, link in the description below. And if you have downloaded the starter project, let's open with your favorite IDE. So if you have downloaded and open my starter project to your favorite IDE, don't forget, first thing first, you have to go to the terminal, or if you are using Android Studio, you can easily just press Flutter Pubget on the top right, I think. And I want to make my font to bigger. I just type Flutter Pubget because I just add some dependencies in my pubspec.yml. Uh, the first dependencies is Google Fonts because I want to use Google Fonts, and then I want to use a Flutter rating package because from the design we can see here there's a something like a rating start, and the last is a Flutter SVG. So from this project I just add three packages: Google Fonts, Flutter rating bar, and Flutter SVG. And in this starter project I have add some assets like icon, image, and etc. So you can check in the my starter project. Okay, and first let's open main.dart, and inside my main.dart we can see that nothing's here, just a scaffold. And let's run this project. So in this video I use a simulator. All right, so this is our app, just white screen because we have nothing inside our main screen. Okay, so for the first, we want to remove this debug show checked mode banner to false, and we want to remove this scaffold. But before that, we have to create a new directory inside our lib folder. Let's call it as screens, and the second one create again inside our lib folder, and we name it as widgets. And inside our screen folder, let's create a new file. We name it as screens.dart. And inside our widgets folder, we create a new file. We name it as widgets.dart. And inside our screen folder, let's create a new file again. We name it as homescreen.dart. And we want to make a stateful widget, which is we name it as home screen. And to remove this red struggle, we have to import material, Flutter material package. And inside our screens file, we have to export our home screen, look like this. So if we want to use our screen, we just need to import one file, which is screens.dat. And inside our main.dat, we can call here home screen. And now as we can see, we just import screens.dat. Alright. And let's see the design. This is the home screen. And let's click this home. And I want to import this color. And inside this, we want to say primary color to be, look like this. And let's as a constant. Okay, and maybe this one. Okay, and now just restart. Nothing's here because our home screen is just a return container. Okay, so we remove this to be a scaffold, and inside this scaffold we say background color. We call it from our theme of context, and then we say primary color. And now our screen color or our background color to be color similar like this. Okay, and inside our scaffold, we have to call a body, and to make our content inside our save area, we use a save area widget, and for the child, we use a list view. Alright, so look like this, and inside list view, we add a padding, which is only left 20. I think we use a symmetric, and we call it as horizontal 20. Okay, and then for the physics, we say bouncing scroll physics. It's like a bouncing. Okay, and for the children, for the first children, we say column. What we say right here, column, and for the children, we say text. For the text online, and then let's say from the design online master class. Okay, and inside our first tag, we have to call our Google font dot roboto. Let's see. Yes, that's right. This is a roboto font, and for the font size, for about 36, and then for the color dot white, and font weight, let's see, this is bold, so just say font weight dot bold. Okay, so as we can see, we have one text right here which is online, and we can see from the design this online. And the next step is we want to add this another text widget. Because we use column, we can place the another widget below of the previous. So I think we can simply copy that and change to master class, and don't forget to change the font weight. The font weight is a medium, so we use 500. The color still white, and just hot reload, and now we can see another text. Okay, and the next is we want to add this widget, and as we can see, it's kind of like a horizontal list view. So below of our column, which is right here, below of our column, we want to add a horizontal list view. But before that, we can see from the design. Let's see, there's a little blank space. We can add size box right here. I mean here, and for the height 22 as we see before. And then the next is we can try to add our list view, but we want to wrap using a size box again, and we can see the height is 349. So just say right here. Okay, and we can add const modifier right here. And for the child, we use list builder, context, and index. And we want to return something right here, look like this. Okay, and the important thing is we have to add another parameter like let's say scroll physics or scroll direction horizontal, and the another one is we have to add a physics bouncing scroll physics as usual, but you can use another physics as you like. Okay, and now as we can see we have add our list view, but there's nothing because we just written container. So to do that, we go to our widget and add a new file. Let's name it as my horizontal list dot dart, and we go to our widgets file and we export our widget. And now inside our horizontal list, we can create like a stateless widget for the demo purpose. Let's name it as my horizontal list. And don't forget to import material package, and we want to return padding. And the important thing, we can see we have uh, many text right here, or let's name it as variable. We have this, let's name it as course headline, and then this like course title, and then course image. So at least we have to add 3 variable to save our value. So let's what we say right here, we call final string course headline course title course image. And the important thing is we can see from the design, and this color is not like a solid color, it's an linear gradient. So we can click that, and linear gradient at least have 2 colors, so we can save it in our variable here, final integer start color and end color. And don't forget to call our variable right here, required this color look like this. So we have at least 5 variable to save our value. Color, I mean start color, end color, and then headline, title, and image. So inside our padding, we say our padding, I think only right, which is 26, right? 26. And for the child, what we say, we use a container because it's kind of like rounded. So I like to use a container using box container. We can modify like a border radius. And as usual, we use a border radius dot circular. What we see right here, we can see it's kind of like 22. So we say right here 22. And the important thing is don't forget to call width and height. We can see from design 246. Just copy that. And then for the height, copy again. Look like this. And the most important thing is we can call linear gradient. Inside our linear gradient, we can say like begin. And we see alignment dot top left, because as we can see, our linear gradient start from the top left, so we can call right here top left, and the end is we say alignment for the x, let's say 1, and for the y is 0.0. And the last but not least is we can call list color, and we can call color, and we call our variable right here start color, and copy this, paste here, and we say end color look like this, give a comma. Okay, nothing's appear right here. And the next step is for our child, let's see, we have our template for this, for headline, title, and image. So for the child, we can use stack widget because we can modify or we can position as we want. So inside our container, we say child, and for the child, let's say stack widget, and inside our stack widget, we can call children, and inside this children, inside our children, we can call first widget is a position widget. We can see this one is a 11 from the left and 15 from the top. So we say right here, inside our position widget, left 11 and for the top is 15. Look like this. And for the child, because this kind of like rounded, so we use container because we can modify the border radius using a decoration, and don't forget to call box decoration, and inside our box decoration we can call border radius, and we say border radius dot circular, and let's call this is 36, paste here, and don't forget to check the height is around 39. Okay, and inside our container we have one widget right here, which is text widget. But before that, inside our box decoration we can call color, copy this color, paste here, look like this, and we can add const modifier right here. Okay, so let's back to our home screen, and now we can call our horizontal list, and we need to say right here, I think. All right, and for the start color, we can copy from our rectangle, click linear, and then the first color is this, and start with this code, and again the second color, paste here, and for the headline, recommended, and for the course title, UI UX designer, beginner, and for the course image, let's say assets image, and then our image name, and we can add modifier right here. So as we can see, look like this. We just have a blank container, and let's back to our horizontal list, and inside our container we can call text widget, and we say course headline hot reload, and now we see our text recommended right here, and we can call style, we can copy from the previous, copy this, and paste here, and we need to import our Google Fonts, and let's see from the design, 16 medium, so 16, and then medium, the color is white. Okay, and inside our container we can call padding, and we see, I think not symmetric, but all 10. Okay, look like this, awesome. And below that we have text widget again. We can use a position widget, so I need to copy this position, copy that, and we can change the position. Where is it? 14 from the left and 80 from the top, and we don't need this container, so remove this widget. And for the text title, and for this we use bold, and for the size 25, hot reload, and now we see UI UX designer beginner, and below that we use position widget again, copy, and now we see the image is on the bottom right, so we use bottom 0, and for the right 0 2, and we remove this, or we can change here image the assets images, and then not like that, we can call from our variable which is course image, and we use scale to okay, look like this. Give a comma again. Save. Okay, now we see our image, and let's compare with the design. Okay, I think it's similar. And let's back to our home screen. Close this horizontal list. And below of our size box, let's see the design. Below of our horizontal list, we can see this kind of like column again. So I think we can copy the previous column, copy this and paste here. And then for the first text is free online class, and the second one is from over 80 lectures. And for the size 25 and 14. For the color white, and the second one is this color. So copy this, paste here. Okay, and add a const modifier. And now we see but we have to add a little size box. So right here, size box, give a comma, and then for the height 34 and add a const modifier, look like this. And below that we have a vertical list. So I think we can call right here below of our column. We use list builder again, context and index, and we return something. And the important thing is we have to add sync web to true. And for the demo purpose, item count set it to 5 and look like this. And the next is we have to create a new widget again, my vertical list. And for that, we create as a stateless widget, name it as my vertical list. Don't forget to import our material. And let's go to our home. And this, we go to widget and export our vertical list. Go to home again and let's return our vertical list. And for our vertical list, let's see from the design, at least we have to create a variable to save our image, and then title, rating, duration. So at least we have to add, or we have to create 4 variable. The first one is a course image, and the second one is title and a duration. And to save our rating, we use a double, name is as course rating. And what we say right here is image, and then title, duration, and a rating. Look like this. And inside our build contact, we use padding. And for the padding, we use only bottom 16 to give a little padding. And for the child, we use size box. For the height, set it to 134. And for the child, we use tag widget again. Okay, and for the children, before that, we want to align our content to be bottom left. And inside our children, the first one is we add a container, which is this one. Set it to 92 for the height. And for the width, we use a media query of size width minus times to 0.03, look like this. And for decoration, we use box decoration because we want to add border radius using circular. It's around, let's see, 20. And for the color, we can call our color, paste here, and we add const modifier right here. And then for the shadow, we use box shadow with the color black, opacity 25%, and then spread radius 0, and blur is 13, and offset is 0.4. All right, and the another children is padding. We say only left 26 and bottom 19. And for the child, we use row widget to save our content like image, and then title, duration, and rating. And inside that, we say children. And for the first children is a container to save our image. For the height, let's make it to be 134 15. Let's use as usual. For the border radius, I think we don't need this border radius. So for the border radius, we remove this and replace with image. And for the image, we use decoration image using assets image, and we can call our image using our variable course image, look like this. And the second one is we can call another widget, which is padding. For the padding, only left 10 to give a little padding. And for the child, we use column because this is from the top to the bottom. So the first children is we can call right here is a text widget, and we say course title look like this. And don't forget to say right here cross axis alignment to start, and for main axis alignment and I think we can go to our home screen and try to call again. Okay. And for the first parameter, we say assets, image, and for the title, and for the duration, and for the rating, and don't forget to add const modifier. And now hot reload, and now we see our list and back to our vertical list. And inside our title, we say let's go to style, copy this and paste here. Don't forget to import Google Font. And for the size 18 semi bold, so for the color is a white, so we can call color.white. And for the weight, set it to 900. Okay. And I think we just need to copy this and change to duration and change the size to 12, change to 400. For the color, change to this. All right, look like this. And below that, we add a new widget, which is rating bar.builder. And for the item builder, we use context, and we can return something which is icon, which is we say icon.start with the color, what the color is. Copy this, paste here, and before that, we need to add another parameter, which is initial rating using course rating, and then minimum rating is 1, and direction axis dot horizontal, and allow half rating true, item count maximum is 5, and then item size we can check 18, look like this. And for the item padding, it's around 1, symmetric, horizontal 1, look like this. And for the on rating update, we can try to check using print, look like this. And now we can see it's similar with the design. And the last is but not least, we have to add this. So let's see. So inside of our stack widget, we add another position widget. For the child, we use container. For the bottom, set it to 34. And for the right, 0. Let's check it. Okay. And for the height, we use a media query of size width times 2 0.06, and copy this. And then for the decoration, we use box decoration because we want to use shape using circle. Okay. And for the color, we use color and copy from here. And don't forget to add const modifier. And inside our container, we add child widget using icons. And let's say play arrow. And for the color, using white, look like this. And add const modifier right here. I think we have missed something right here. I think right here. Okay. Okay, look like this. It's similar, I mean. I think it's around 10 or maybe just 8. Okay. So we have finished the home screen, and the next one is the detail screen. So to do that, first we have to create a new file. We name it as course detail screen dot and we import I think we have to export our screen course detail screen dot and go back to course detail screen, and let's create a new stateful widget, name it as course detail screen. Don't forget to import material, and for the demo purpose I want to make it this text to be clickable. So we go to our master class, wrap with widget, we call gesture detector, and inside that we create a new, we add on tab, and inside on tab we say navigator, and then push material page route, and we say course detail screen, look like this. Add cons modifier, and we go to course detail again. Inside our course detail, we want to return a scaffold, and for the background color, we call our theme. We can call primary color, and let's try to click this. It will go to course detail screen. All right, and for the body, we use a save area. For the child, we use a list view because we can place many content right here from the header to the bottom. All right, and inside our list view, we add children. For the first children is a container. Let's see, it's a container. For the head, copy that, paste here, and then for the decoration, we use box decoration. For the radius as usual, but for now we just need a border only bottom. So we use bottom left, radius dot circular. We say 22, paste here, and we need to duplicate our radius, and then paste here, and don't forget to add cons modifier right here. Okay, and for the color, let's see, inside our decoration, we use gradient. We can copy from the previous, which is on the horizontal, this gradient, copy that, paste here, and for the color, copy this, paste here, the second one, paste here. Okay, now we have blank container. Okay, and the next is we have to add image using decoration image, using assets image, and we can call our asset image, and now we have image, and for alignment we make it to place on the bottom right, look like this. All right, so the next is we want to add this, and let's make it as a, I think, column. So the first is we want to wrap using a padding. For the padding, only what we say 20, 22, left 20, top 22, and right 20. Okay, and for the child, we use column widget. And for the children, I think we can call from our vertical list rating builder. Copy that, paste here. Don't forget to import our rating. And for the course initial rating, let's change to 3. And don't forget, for inside our column, cross-axis alignment, set it to start. And below of our rating, we have text, but we have a little space. So we can call here, size box 11. And the next is we can call text, and we say graphic design master, and for the style, let's call from here item, look like this, and don't forget to import our Google Fonts 25, color is white, and bold, so 700. All right, so, and to anticipate overflow, we use text overflow dot ellipsis. For example, look like this, I mean, it will be ellipsis. So, and the next is we add this avatar using row widget. So below that, we see we have a little space again. Size box 29. Below that, we say row widget. For the children, the first children is a size box. For the width is 112.5. Okay. And for the child, we use tag widget. And for the children, we use position widget. And inside our position widget, we can call container. And we use box decoration. And for the shape, circle, look like this. And for the height, let's click this, 45. And let's say for the color the white, but the important thing is a image. We use decoration image using assets image, and we can call our image. So we can fix this using this. Okay, look like this. And because this is the first image, so we don't need to say left and top, I mean. So we just need to copy this position, copy 3 times, and don't forget to change to 2, 3, and 4. And the important thing is we have to say right here left. Let's say it's a half from the left, so it's around 22.5, and this is around 45, and this is around 67.5. And let's hot reload, and now we see 4 image. And the next one is we can add text widget, but before that we have to add like a blank space. So inside our size box, we say size box again. What we say 12. I think here, not inside, but inside row. And then we add text widget. And again, we can copy style here, 18, and this color, regular. So 18, and then regular is a 400. Look like this. The last but not least, we add this using container. So I think here we can call container. For the height, copy that. For the width and decoration using box decoration, and radius circular 6. And for the color, copy from here. I think inside our row, this is row, and what we say, okay, inside our row widget, we say space between using main axis alignment. Okay, but before that, I think we have to wrap our this widget and this with a row. So we can copy from here, and we add row widget right here. And for the children, this comma right here. Okay, look like this. And inside our container, we can call child. And for the child, we use svg picture dot asset. We say assets image, and we can call our icon. I think we have wrong icon. Okay, so svg icon like dot svg. But before that, we have to wrap using padding and symmetric, horizontal, 15 and 12. I think there's something wrong. Assets image icon like.svg. Alright, so we see. And the next step is we can see below of our row, we have vertical list. So inside our list view, we can call size box. It's around 51. And we use list view.builder again, context and index, and we return something right here. But the important thing is we have to call string web to true and basic using branching scroll basic. And for the demo purpose, we use item count is 10, and we want to return custom widget, so we have to create a new file. We name it as my vertical detail list.dart, and we go to our widget and export another one, my vertical detail list.dart, and we go to our my vertical detail list. Let's create a stateful widget, name it as my vertical detail list, and don't forget to import material. And we want to return something using padding. For the padding, let's say only bottom 12. For the child, we use container. For the height, let's say what we say this. And then for the decoration, we use box decoration. Use border radius circular, it's 19. And then for the color, we use this color. And go back to course detail. Let's call my vertical list. And now we see look like this. And I think we have to give a padding. So I think we have to move this. How about here? Alright, so I think we can go to vertical detail and only not here. I think we can give a padding from here. Padding symmetric horizontal 20. I hope so. Alright, so back to vertical detail list. And inside our container, we use child. And for the child, we use row widget using children. And for the first children is a container. And I think it's similar with the previous. So we can copy from where we go. Just copy this. And decoration, paste here. And we just need this. I think so. Change to circular 19. We don't need this gradient. So we need to say color. What we say right here, the first is oh, we don't have any height, so for the height, set it to this, and for the width, set it to this. And we need to add color. Let's say this. Okay. And for the image, change to 25. Look like this. Okay. And the next is we have to add this. So we want to use expanded. For the child, we use padding. For the padding, we set it to only left 12. And for the child, we use column widget. And inside our column, the first widget is a text. And we need to copy style here. Don't forget to import our Google font and 18 and bold. 18 and bold. And don't forget to select here overflow, ellipsis. And the important thing is inside our column, we set it to center for main axis alignment and for cross axis alignment to start. Okay, and the next is still text widget, but below that we add size box first. For the height, set it to 6, and below that we add row widget. For the children is a text widget, so just need to copy this, paste here, add cons here, and then 14 for the color. Okay, and it's a regular, so 400. So we have an error. So let's say this is duration, so all right. And the next is container. So we have add size box again. For the width 12. And the next is container. For the height is 20. And then decoration, we use box decoration again. So copy this, paste here, and we don't need this image. For the radius 10. And for the child, we use padding. Inside that, we say symmetric, horizontal 8, and vertical is 4. And for the child, we use text widget 3. And for the style, copy this, paste here. This is a white color, 11, regular. And now we see 3. And let's go back to our column. Yes, I think it's look like this, but maybe we can add some padding right here. Okay, look like this. So I think it's similar with the design. Okay, so we can back to home screen. This is home screen, and this is a detail. Okay, so I think that's enough my video today. If you have any questions or comment, write it down on the comment field. And if you want to download the final project, link in the description below. Thank you so much. See you on the next video.